Hello friends, this is Ramna. Today I will show demo on how to find out null column values in a table. This is my table, employee table. Here we find 5 columns. So if you see the schema and structure of the table, okay, so you can see for employee ID it is showing primary key column, okay. So whenever there is a primary key column in the table, that should not accept null values, okay. Other than employee ID, you can see remaining columns. There are no constraints. Okay, there are no null constraint. Okay, so EMP name, email, department ID, and salary. So except employee ID column, remaining 4 columns we don't have any constraints. Okay, now you can see here for employee name, email, department ID, and salary column. You can observe null values. So because of having not null constraint. Okay. Now when there are 5 columns or 6 columns, you can easily find out on face of it. By looking the table, we can find out the null values column names. But when there are so many columns, it will be easy to search for the column names, each column name to identify the null values. Okay. So further you can apply some logic. So here in the employee name there are 2 null values are there, email also null values are there, department ID null values are there, salary column also null values are there. Except EMP ID, remaining 4 columns are null values. That means all these 4 columns are null values. So I want to get the number of null values, count of null values, and column name as output. Okay. For that, so here I am writing case statement. Select case when so my first column name EMP name. Case when EMP name is null, then 1, else 0, end. Okay. Now I want to sum all these ones. Okay. As EMP name nulls. This is my first case statement. Like this, we can write for 4 columns. You need to write 4 case statements. EMP name is over. Now I am writing email column. Case when email is null, then 1, else 0, end. So here I am changing the alias column name. Email nulls. Third one, department ID, DEPT ID. DEPT ID is null, then 1, else 0. You can write DEPT ID nulls. Okay. Last column, salary. When salary is null, then 1, else 0, and finally salary underscore nulls. Okay. From your table name employee. Okay. Now we can execute the query. So you will see. Yes, there are 2 null values in the EMP name, emails and department ID, and null values and salary. Okay. Suppose if I update any value, suppose I'm giving some value for salary column for 5th ID, for 4th ID. Okay. Update, my table name is EMP. Set, my column name is salary, which is equal to I am giving some salary. Okay. Where condition, where EMP ID equal to 4. So existing salary for ID number 4 is null. I want to give some value 65,000. Now just check the table. In the salary column we have only one null value. Now if you execute the query, so you will get the count of the salary column and get 1. Okay. This case statement is find out, it is summing up all ones in the null values. When your column name is null, then 1. So it will sum all ones. When your email is null, then 1. When your department ID is null, then 1. When salary is null, then 1, else 0. Okay, like this you can find out the column names of your table, the column names where you find null values in the table. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you very much.